a squeeze still on with the employment market, many businesses are considering hiring early career employees. But the question becomes, how do you select and interview them? Because we need to take quite a different approach with this strategy. Typically, there's a heavy focus on skills and experience in recruitment. And normally once someone ticks the box on skills and experience, that's where we start looking at behaviours and culture. But when we go to early career people, they're going to have really limited skills and experience. So how do we undertake a fair process that also mitigates as much bias as possible? And there are a few ways. Firstly, have rolling applications. So as the applications come in, you send them a link to book in 15 minutes with someone in your team to have a conversation. Now, you may think that's a big time investment, but actually a lot of people just apply for every job. So when you actually ask them to do this, you'll get a lot of people that just don't respond. Secondly, the interview then becomes more about the company and the description of the role, the expectations of the role, the direction, the vision, and the values of your business, rather than about their skills and experience. But you can also ask in the interview about why they applied. And then the third part is actually having an in-tray exercise in the interview process. And this is where you take a list of things that would be part of their role and you ask them to order them in terms of importance. They don't need to know how to complete the task, but they just need to understand why some things are more important than others and to have a conversation with you about why they've prioritised in that way. The fourth is a getting to know you exercise, and we like using whole brain thinking cards for this activity. And these are cards that we use in our whole brain thinking workshops. They each have one word covering about 60 different areas of how you might describe yourself. So for example, logical, relational, interpersonal, musical, creative. And so then you can have an exercise where you talk about why you picked the cards that sound most like you and also one that's least like you. And finally, I offer people a do-over. So if they feel like I just need to put my best self forward, you know what, they're early career, they don't have a lot of experience in interviewing. So at the end, give them some feedback. You answered this question really well. I thought you did really well over here. I loved getting to know this part. But also say to them, did you put your best self forward today, or would you like a do-over? Do you want to redo this whole process another day? And you just give everyone one do-over. And that can be a really great way to find out more about the candidates and how they will match your business goals and your values over the next 12 months. For more, you can check out episode 98 of the Find, Grow, Keep podcast or connect with me on LinkedIn and we can start a conversation.